Alright guys, 3, 2, 1 show. The game with 5 dudes that talk about games and find the best of 3 things that's something to do with something topic that we roll up. Did that make sense? We don't care. Welcome to episode 1990X. Okay, so we're going to roll the dice now, like see what we're going to talk about tonight.
I'll be rolling that motherfucker.
Alright, DX, handle it. Sniff it up, motherfucker.
Give us something good.
11. We got
Best multiplayer games. 3 plus.
3 plus
multiplayer games. Let's just do it around the board. Hush rush. Off the cuff. What do you got, Dave?
Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Whoa.
Is that a sex game?
Wrestling game. Capcom made.
Really?
4-player game. Had Hagar in it.
Trippy, what do you got there?
Secret of Mana.
Yeah, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Safe. Shaky.
Micro Machines. Mega Drive. 96.
On which format's that? That's on Mega D's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going down for. Mario Kart, what one was that? 6?
You're reaching up.
Mario Kart DS, like the one.
Contender.
That's the one where I fucking like blossomed into a fucking child of like multi-gaming. What about you,
got this
DX?
one? Yeah.
Hero Quest.
No, Gauntlet Legends.
Ooh,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah?
Talk about that.
Diggy Shig Dig.
Yeah, good.
Made up a new word for that one.
Like, wow, the 4-player Ninja Turtles and Simpsons
Oh,
games.
okay.
Like,
Oh,
on arcade
you're
were
doing
just
it, you're doing it.
So epic.
You're bringing it, man. I
Yeah.
love that game. I remember going
Konami.
to lock-ins down at bloody
Yes.
Castle Plaza. The
That
time
was our fucking.
Yeah.
That was our fucking like hub, nest, our
Yeah.
hive. How good were the graphics? It was so like it was better than the cartoon.
I
wasn't it?
remember
It was just-
going home and dreaming about. I remember looking at it, going, "It's a cartoon on the screen.
Yeah.
I can control them. You can choose who you want to be." The battle for Donatello, the double button hit. He did the swipe. He could just get everyone so far away. He had an advantage.
Do you like stick with your fave dude, or did you like go for the game advantages?
I always went for April.
Yeah, and then the NES one came out, and you're like, "Bonk."
Happened.
It's like, who made that fucking backyard
Konami.
Billy Dixie fucking I'm gonna
That's
make a
fun.
game and slug a Ninja Turtle into his dick?
That was depressing. Going, this is it, the Ninja Turtles cut, and it had the wicked art from like the
Oh,
original
dude,
comics and shit
yeah.
on the cartridge, and it was wicked. And then you put it in, and it's that fucking
It's
platform level, bad
That-
jump mechanics, bad
Oh,
game mechanics.
bad jump.
Just-
The bits where they had that little tiny gap in front of you, all you had to do was jump over it. You'd spend like a million
you
years
walk over
trying to jump over, and then in the end, you could just walk over it.
Right.
The second one, he said,
Simpsons arcade.
Simpsons Arcade.
Yeah.
Like,
Dynamite.
weird. Didn't really make sense. Marge with a vacuum cleaner? What are you doing
What else
there?
is she gonna use?
She could have just punched. Everyone else punched.
No, man.
But hit people with a skateboard, like that. And you could do that thing where you, which I think Ninja Turtles should have had as well, when you stuck, you remember when you went like next to each other for a certain amount of time, you
Yeah.
blended together,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
could get a special
It
move?
was Konami again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Simpsons.
Yeah. And Sunset
Great
Riders
license.
as well.
Sunset Riders. Do you know who the best was?
4-player.
The Mexican.
Yes!
Shotguns.
Of course.
Shotguns,
You
Mexican
could, but
dude.
you could have chosen the other guy, the blonde with the guy with the long blonde hair. Had
Yeah,
the
two
shotgun.
guns?
Yeah, 2 shotguns.
Two shotguns.
Yeah, but
Sunset Riders.
you always go to the Mexican.
He had a beard.
It was a cool game. Like it had the same sort of mechanics as like the Shinobis.
4-player and Demolition Derby. Like
Demolition Derby, the look down one.
the look down one, you stood around it and the
Magic
machine
Mountain
was in it.
had it.
Yeah.
And it was a 4-player.
Super off.
Yeah, 4-player.
Super off-road.
Is there any games
Like
out there that are
neurons
more
fused.
than 4-player? I mean, Daytona.
Yeah. Okay.
But like within the one arcade machine.
Ah.
Can you think of anything that's got more than 4?
Yeah, well, X-Men.
That double screen, didn't it?
Yeah. Welcome to Die.
At an arcade joint, I played a recent version of Gradius, a 4-player one,
What? Really?
Wow.
and it was extra like widescreen, where it was all flat screens in this roofed kind of cabinet with the 4 sticks and the screen really long and thin.
Dungeons and Dragons,
No, look.
Shadow over
Capcom.
Mysterio, or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
It's
like,
broke true.
the first
A
one was 2
4-player.
player, but the second one was 4 player.
Ah, Dungeons
then
and
you've
Dragons.
got like Street Fighter moves in there and shit.
D&D.
that is amazing,
those
isn't
Capcom
it?
ones.
Four-player.
Who's got good Gauntlet?
Gauntlet
As
is
a
up
4-player.
there
Oh,
as a
yeah.
4-player experience. It was so intense. Gauntlet number 1.
What do you remember of
Oh, well.
Tell us about it.
Oh, well, look, you 4 dudes squashed together around this arcade machine. As soon as you start,
Color-coded
you're dying. and it's just terror.
You like
It's like a nightmare. You got the dudes who are supposed to be you're working together. They can cut you. You got the zombies. You got the skeletons. You got the ghosts. You got the Reaper.
yeah.
Then there's the voice.
Yeah.
You're about to die. Like
Save keys to open doors.
Red, yellow, green, and blue for your classes. So they had the Amazon, that the original warrior, wizard, and thief. Heaps of games have used
Yeah.
that sort of like class element.
so
You
zombie
don't like
movie,
it.
wasn't it?
There's nothing.
There's so
like
much
it.
terror, and you like there's so much terror. Yeah, watching your health just constantly go down.
Like 1,000
And-
is just.
And you don't go, oh, here, you can have that health. You want to get it because you're going to die anyway.
Yeah.
It was-
You got 4 people. You put your money in, and the last person that could walk away from that had fucking bragging rights.
Rampage.
Throw that one in there.
Shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very fun, wasn't it?
Lizzie, the chick. I always remember turning back into the chick, and like she crosses across, and she's naked.
just know.
And the best thing is ever when you're playing with a friend and they die and they turn into the person, you can go up and eat them. It's the ultimate insult.
No.
Like-
But it's a hard slot. Like doesn't necessarily get harder or
It's just
different. It's just more and more and
Yeah.
more of it, and it's just like endurance.
yeah, it's like, can you keep playing? Can't you be bothered?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
just
gonna be
thought of a
damaging.
rad one. California
Alright.
Games Master System.
An 8-player Master System California games is unlike no other. The colours for the Master System really like come to fruition there.
Yeah.
Because you go,
There's not.
just that title placard of all the brand names is just dope.
Yeah, pretty fucking amazing when you catch that flying disc.
Oh, on a dive.
Yeah, on a dive,
running down
and then
to get the max.
She's on the ground, the bitch, like
Hold that
waving
shit
the
up.
fucking disc, like going, and you're just like, I
And
just
you got-
caught that. The whole point of the game,
There's
I
7
did.
dudes in the room that just witnessed that.
Yeah.
You ain't walking out there the same man.
Heroic.
So GoldenEye, guys. Let's have a bit of a roundabout GoldenEye.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Watching 4 dudes who were all very good at it. It was just like, oh, I want a piece of that.
And it's almost the first person where you had all these different styles of control systems, and they had the names for it.
yeah.
Honey.
And shit.
Yeah, like-
some oddball names.
It just
Mortal.
blew away every normie. Like, all the normies suddenly got this multiplayer game on the thing, 4 players,
Whatever.
quad screen.
Yeah.
And there's normies who were just like, gaming, 4 player, multiplayer. They didn't know what Doom was. I mean, that was... Right. It just brought the multiplayer to the norms.
Yeah. Yeah, also Mario Kart. Like,
64.
the lounge room battles that I witnessed during that era when the
Wave
64 dropped. It's just like amazing that all these dudes were actually like coming together to game, and it could be at a mate's house or a mate's of a mate's house, and they're all doing it. It was just mental. Like that hadn't happened on the SNES or earlier.
That's right. Multiplayer game I got a lot of enjoyment was the Halo, especially Halo 2 on
nice
the
one.
Xbox.
Hero. Yeah.
With the link cables and that. And I've had some sessions of friends where we had multiple TVs, multiple Xboxes.
A LAN party.
And I really enjoyed it, in that non-online kind of way, because it was still a big bunch of dudes, and you can have your teams, 2 people per screen, or, if you had 12 people, 4 per screen, like over 3 screens
Do you
or
think
whatever.
that sort of
like-
style of gameplay, like actually having a teammate next to you physically, being able to share almost like a built-up vocabulary?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, for the nights I played, having those bunches of people, and there were some people I've never played with, people I met that night, you become instant buddies, and then when you have breaks, you talk about that match, and it was more epic than the Halo story, like in one player. And the competition was, so intense. Especially, I always enjoyed being behind, like losing a bit, because there's always something to fight for. To the instead of always being in front.
There's a cool couple ones on Dreamcast, Power Stone.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Game
Oh,
order.
Power Stone.
Power Stone tense.
It was,
Yeah,
it's great.
Power Stone
Cage
2.
Fighter.
Yeah. Numbers
Power
2.
Stone 1 though.
Power
Talk about a bit of yeah. Does anyone not know Power
I've never
Stone?
played it.
Power Stone is you can choose some sort of radical dude to be. You bash each other on the screen until the Power Stone comes up, and when you get the Power Stone, you're the fucking dude, and then everyone's scared of you.
Yeah.
And then you can go around and bash. What?
You aim to click.
Yeah, you had to get 3 stones.
Okay.
It's kill thrill.
So like, you're bashing. So if anyone's got 2 stones, you all bash them and bash the stones out of them,
Oh.
and then but whoever gets 3 stones becomes the fucking boss.
Capcom
the
fighter.
boss dude.
Yeah.
Some real
Wow.
good fighting moves, but on a 3D playing space
Yeah, it's
where you
like
can
almost-
run around
yeah.
a room.
So it's
Uh,
all on all.
Yeah, and when you get when you get 3 stones, you transform into something else. Like if you're a good-looking guy, you turn into some like big golden, it was very anime kind of like.
And destructible environments, and you
Yeah.
can pick up
boxes and
any object, or like whatever object.
Yeah, it had that
level.
like
Silk
dynamite
contained
cop
cage.
vibe to it, where you could just pick up anything and
Yeah.
use it as a weapon. And
so
and, like,
candy, so candy. Like
Oh,
again
wasn't
to
it?
watch. Just great to watch other people play.
actually, the Dreamcast had a swag load of
Yeah.
fours, eh? Hey.
What do you got, Ty?
I want to hear you have a little embellishment on Secret Manor. You've put it in as your number 1, straight off the cuff. So you may as well like do the elaborations.
Secret Manor, mainly one-player game. The first couple of hours of the game, you need to clock through and add characters. You start getting a few more characters to your party, and when you've got the other 2 characters, then the second and third player can join by just
So for the first couple of hours of the game, you can't play with someone.
You enjoy it at the same time.
and the visuals and the thing of playing by yourself, people watching. Those other 2 players, until they played, didn't feel like they were enjoying themselves just watching, and then being able to just come in and out was such a joy as well. Save it, and then next time you hook up another week, continue on.
Yeah.
You know, it's a nice slow burning kind of adventure.
Do you know what though? There hasn't actually been a game that's like that.
Even with these Square
actually-
Enix and more Mana games like the Children of the Sword of Mana and all those games, none of them follow that same structure and beauty, and they all went, we'll scrap all those mechanics and we'll start fresh with this.
I
And it's
reckon
like,
that's a contender.
Yeah. And what a
Oh,
great
absolutely.
Micro Machines on PSX, without a doubt. I adore.
over the Mega Drive version.
Yeah, because I love the monster trucks up the sandcastles. I love the beach dunes,
Those
Is that the one with the
beach
hammer?
dune
Did it have
buggies.
hammers?
hammers. Yeah. So many elements of the PSX one work for me, and
it was good.
it's such a gold mine. Like it's the game. I
It
look for on
actually took
PSX
the first one
above-
and made it.
Yeah,
It brought into the 3D realm
controlled
and
the
worked.
pace. Like the boats were wicked. The monster trucks, like
I don't know.
Pretty sweet.
You know that thing
Yeah.
where you could do slight shortcuts and you could get
Yeah.
away with them if they weren't too
Severe.
if they weren't too fucking gnarly. Like you could just go, I'm gonna get a sneaky bastard and go around this thing. And every now and then they let you pull it off, but sometimes they just go and just blow you up.
Dave.
I'll go with Slam Masters.
Slam Masters.
No,
It's a
trust me.
wrestling game, dude.
I think
It's a good wrestling game.
Yeah, well,
It's not like
as in what compared to other wrestling games.
Yeah.
Games in general.
Look, this is my rock
Wrestling
for
games.
tonight.
okay. When you play Slam Masters, it's a different feel to the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
It as I said, it's what Street Fighter would be if it was a wrestler.
yeah, sure.
That's my it's my rock fish for tonight. I'm gonna hunt that down, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
I highly recommend it.
Let's do it one night.
Capcom.
Wicked.
Who wants to hear the shortlist?
I'd love to.
No one.
All right,
I think they've all tuned out now.
Dan. Halo 3. Okay, love it. Don't see much support getting any further than where it is there. DX California games. Look,
It's
maybe
great.
some
Good
outward
game.
support, but okay. Slam Masters. Well, we've only got one person here. In all fairness,
Yeah,
it gets
a
my
democracy.
personal rock fist. Like it's going to be like my Outrun 2.
So we explain the rock fist?
Yeah, I'll explain the rock fist.
Shaggy.
Yeah.
If you say I'm going to rock fist this, it means without blowing the whole idea of
Plot
what
point.
it is, or building up the story, or the the
Banging
the
on
title.
about it all
Yeah.
night.
It just means this is something of great quality that I have a lot of love for and feel that you would get the same out of. So therefore, I rock fist it to you. you are then obliged to check that out as respect to the dude rockfisting.
I minimise the hype.
Yep.
I give it the one hype beacon of the rockfish status.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you to go purchase my credit.
The
Take
rock
my
title.
credit. A nice one, Dave. You've you can walk away with that tonight. You got the rockfish.
I'm on it.
Try it. It's
This is like the first time I've ever seen you guys like Mega Drive. I'm always the Mega Drive dude. You guys are the
Mega Drive is dope.
You guys are the SNES bangers.
Yeah, we are the SNES bangers.
What?
Got on late on Mega Drive. I'll admit
Love
that.
them all.
But look,
Need them all.
look, I think this is pretty straightforward, and I don't think
Dip in
anyone's going to
Mario, I
argue.
dip in Sonic, man.
Okay, so we're at the end of the line now. We've got the 3-2-1's best multiplayer system that with more than 3 players or 3 players or more.
Yep.
So we've got coming in at number 3. We've got Master System California games.
Sweet.
Woo! Next up after that, in number 2, we've got Micro Machines on the
Mega Drive.
Mega Drive. Everyone,
Mega Drive.
you. And coming in at number 1 of all time multiplayer 3 times games, DJ Trip. It is
Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah! Secret of Mana. So that's
Q.
And some amazing Secret Amount of soundtracks.
Yeah.
Mashed together.
what's the best part of Secret of Mana? Go.
The theme song.
Next.
Getting to
Indeed.
level 8. Level 8 build up.
I think the title music
Title
Oh,
music.
the
straight in there.
The magic's
So the best part of the game is the title music.
Yeah, with the whales.
The
The
whales.
naked mornings.
Flying the flammy Bronwyn. The flammy for the first
The waking
time.
up with DJ Bronwyn. And that's, controller in your hand, fucking cock in the other hand. Not your cock, someone else's.
Dude, pulling off a Hadouken with the...
Pulling off a hard dude.
With the... Cock!